everyone, my name is Haimuno, and welcome back to my Minecraft Survival Let's Play Series, episode 28. Now, the last episode, you saw me defeat the big bad Boogie Wither in the special episode. I hope you enjoyed that. And at the end of that episode, we were here in this little town square area doing some decoration. And if you noticed, it looks a little different than the end of the last episode, because I said I would start filling out the vibes of this place and seeing if I really liked it. And I ended up not liking the park benches that I put in. So I got rid of the benches and I got rid of 2 of the lampposts, because I felt like it was overcrowded and it was like too many, like the one that was here. And then I took out one that was, I think, over here. It was like too many in here. And then the park benches made it too cluttered up here. So what I did is I took out the park benches and I took out the 2 of the street lamps. And then I changed up the way I did the flower beds. Like I took a whole bunch of poppies and made like a cool little flower arrangement with some white tulips, a couple lilacs. Over here you got the dandelions, some orange tulips, the roses. I left the blue orchids over here, but I added oxidized daisies and stuff like that. And this one's probably my favorite, these azuras with the peonies and the red tulips over here, and some alliums and pink tulips with the peonies here. And I just like the vibe of this better. It's got the 2 market stalls, none of the little benches. It was getting too crowded up here. Now, I am still going to add more shops like this size, but probably like start to, when the path goes here and ventures off over here, there might be more shops back in this area type vibes. But back over here is what we're going to be getting to today, this big cleared off spot. And that's because it's finally time to build the castle. My next big, huge project in this world. It's not going to be done in this episode. It's going to be done over a course of episodes. And then the interior is going to be done over a course of episodes. So I want to get started on it today by like building the entrance. Okay, so the 2 towers, one's going to be here, one's going to be here. They're going to be made out of black stone and out of this deep slate bricks, black stone brick and deep slate brick. But for now, I think I'm just going to do the shell of it. Well, I guess I can do it at the same time. I don't like going back in and I like the texture as I go. Let me grab a couple of these blocks, but it's going to be 13 high. So what is that? I've already lost count. That's 3. Yeah, 3. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There we go. And then it's 7 across all the way around, like one big square here. So what are your guys' thoughts on the name of the winter update? It says the Garden Awakens is what I've been seeing. I'm excited about it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to update this world or not, because I know if I update this world, I'm going to lose all the mods, like replay mod and stuff. And I'll have to wait till they come out and release the updates for the mods. And because I don't want to, I got feather falling. Boop. That's the awesomeness of feather falling, is you can do that. But I don't want to lose like my mods, because replay mod helps me out a lot to get those cool time lapses and stuff like that, and the mob heads and stuff. But it's like, I know that's going to be the cool thing to do, is to go and find the creaking, and almost called them the cracking, but the creaking, and get the new resin blocks and stuff. I want to play with those. So I don't know, because I know that's what a lot of people are going to be looking forward to, seeing me probably make an episode about that and going and doing that. Plus I want to play with like the new blocks. Let me get out my bed, because I say it every time. Don't want no creeper ruining what I'm building. But yeah, it's like, I want to do that. I want to go get those new blocks, but then again, it's like I also don't want to have a chance of losing my world. I mean, I back up my world anyway, but I want to go more heavier on the blackstone content creation. I wanted to, when I started doing content creation, I wanted to, get started doing it and like learn. Like I've never opened OBS before until this. Like I don't know the rhythm of making like a good video yet. I wanted to learn, and I wanted to just have a nice slow paced series as I learned that stuff and got like kind of dipped my toes in the whole world of it and stuff like of that nature, and learn like good audio and good video quality and stuff like that, and plus get better at building and get better. Yeah, see, that's the gradient there. That's the gradient that I'm going for. I didn't want it all to be black. So there's gonna be some details. Trust me, I got detail. It's not gonna be just a straight up wall. There's gonna be some like windows put in with iron bars and some other little intricate stuff. So it's all not just one bare wall. Even like I like that. That's good gradient. I really like it. Where is it at? I need the stone cutter now. And I'm probably let's get my scaffolding out. Let's throw the scaffolding up like so. Get me to the top of the tower. There we go. And the stone cutter, because now let me get a stack of stairs of each kind. And we're going to go do the trim around the roof up here. But basically we're going to do the same little trim like we did on the starter base, where it's going to be like the little spikes that pop up at the top of towers you see all the time. So let me go around and add all them, and I'll bring you guys back in. Okay, see, there is the little trim that goes around the top to make it look like a tower. Let's go to free cam. I can show it off better. See, I like that look. That's a cool way to do those. Now, the next step, actually real quick, I think, I got some slabs ready. The roof, like, I'm not going to do nothing up here. The roof's going to stay the same, but I want to fill in the hole there. I'm not going to be able to make that jump. I'm going to have to take this stair out and then put the stair back. There we go. But yeah, it's just going to be some half slabs. And this color, you know how hard it is to find blue blocks? Like I wanted to do like light blue and blue to go with the black stone and deep slate. You literally only have concrete, which I don't think concrete would go with a medieval build. Or you have like terracotta, but it's like that weird pastel color vibe. And then you have this, which is really just teal. It's not even blue. So it's kind of disappointing on the blue side of block. We need more blue blocks. Okay, so let's remove the scaffolding. And now it's time to sleep, first of all. Gotta sleep. And now let's add in some of these detail. Where's my iron bars? Right here. I'm going to add in some of the details. I'm going to need the scaffolding back because let's go up. Yeah, I think that's high enough. And then 2 block right here. Yep. And then we're just going to add in iron bars like so. And then we're going to go down to the bottom and do it right underneath it, but 2 blocks from the bottom. I designed this in creative. This is my own design. It's not from another video. I've been designing this in creative. Just the other day, got in there, looked at blue blocks, black blocks, and figured out gradient patterns and what I was going to do for the build. Yeah, then we're going to add it all around the tower, except for on the inside. Because the inside is going to have some different stuff going on. But yeah, I mean, like at first I was doubting in my abilities to like be able to create a thing. And then I just recalled back to like I doubted myself to start doing content creation, and I remembered like that's what's been holding me back for a while is like doubting myself, like, oh, I'm not gonna be any good at it. Why bother? Why bother? And it's two, is it two from the very top or two from, I gotta look. It's two from the very top. Okay. Just had to remember real quick. But yeah, I doubted myself to even start doing content creation. So when I was planning this build out, I was like, dude, I'm not gonna come up with anything good. Like nobody's gonna like my build. And then I ended up liking it, and I just told myself, quit doubting yourself. You can do it. You can come up with a good design. And so this is what I've come up with. There's gonna be more. Let me add, no, yeah, none on the inside. Let me add the ones up here at the top. So if that's one tip that I could give anybody is with anything, like, don't doubt yourself. You, somewhere deep inside you, you know you can do it, and just trust that part of yourself. You can get things done. Okay, let me throw the scaffolding up. And the banner goes here with buttons on either side. And then where are they at? These go here and here. And then we're going to go down. I think I'll be able to reach it. Yep. Chain, chain, lantern, lantern. And then we're going to do that, but without the banner. The banner's not going to go on the side. It's just going to be two buttons. Yep. Here and here. And then these will be here and here. Combined with chain, lantern, chain, and lantern. And then on this back side here, same thing. Now this one is getting a banner. And we may change because the next part that we're not going to do this episode is going to be like the big middle. This is like the entrance way. And then there's going to be a big building that's going to connect back to the mountain and tie into these towers that may overtake some of this wall. So we may remove some of this, but for now we're going to add it, and then if we have to remove it, we will remove it. Boom and boom. Okay, and that is one tower. That is pretty much one tower. I mean, I like it. It's got good detail. It's not all just one flat wall. It's got a good gradient going on it. It's got lighting. Everything looks uniformed. Okay, and that wraps that up. That's the second tower. So we got identical towers. Now I want to create a cool archway in the middle that connects them. So in doing so, let's go up some blocks here with the scaffolding. I want to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then on the seventh one, we're going to start it. Hold on, let me add some more scaffolding so I can make the jump over. And then we're going to go up and out 1, up and out 2, up and out 3, add a third block, up and out 4, and then up on that. And then we're going to go over 3 blocks. And then now, let's go back down. We're going to do that on the same side. Let's do 7. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Replacing the block. Can I make that jump? Yep. And then we're going to go up and out 1, up and out 2, up and out 3. Add a third block. and then up. And I want to put a block underneath that. I think I can do it from there, from here. No, I can't. Let me move the scaffolding under just a tad, like so, and I want to put a block there. Okay, let's step back and look at that. Okay, yeah, that's the art so far. Trust me, it's going to get better. It's going to get better because I'm going to do another one right behind it to kind of give it that 3D look, and then I'm going to add in some stairs and slabs in certain places. That was just the outer shell of it. Got to sleep again. So let me do that exact same thing, but this time on this side. Okay, so now we're going to go across and start connecting them with a mix match of the blocks here. Just to keep up with that gradient theme. Okay. And then let's connect it over here. Let's start from the top. It's always better to start from the top. No, I did not want deep slate. I thought I switched over to blackstone, and then there we go. Okay. Now let's remove the scaffolding. Grab up some of these loose blocks. And there we go. That's starting to look better. But I still want to come in here. Do I got stairs? Yes, I have stairs. Good, good, good. And I want to add just a couple slabs as well. Okay. And then there's going to be stairs under each one of these. We're at a oh man. Like in creative, you can fly around so easy and do everything. In survival, you got to be able to place blocks. Yep, and then a slab there. There we go. And then we'll start the stairs back going across this side now. And then I can place these two by jumping. And then that is pretty much the archway. I like it now. Adding in the stairs and then the back side of it too, giving it that 3D, like, you know, it's got depth to it and it's got strength. Like, you could tell that these two towers and that's strong. It's not going to be a walkway. There's not going to be a way to go out and go across. You're going to be able to, these are going to open up. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and open these up, and I got the stairs in my hands because these are just going to be little archways like so to get in. Oh yeah, two. Yep. And there's going to be a way to, like, I ain't going to do no interior stuff. That's all going to come later, but eventually this will have it where maybe like a staircase and you can get to the very top of each tower but not walk across. And I may add some stuff at the top of these towers, kind of like lookout, like guards or on duty type vibes, but that'll be coming later. Now the next little part, you can tell it's getting to an end of a build. I'm just throwing stuff in shulker boxes, but I think, yeah, let's go ahead and add in where I'm going to put the frog light, the banner, and the more buttons. And I'm going to get up here and it's dead center. Dead center. Right here, a frog light. Boom. With that on it. And then a banner is going to hang here and here. No, I did that wrong. There, it's going to hang more. Yeah, like right there. buttons on it. Can I get that? I got it, but I fell off at the same time. Let's do this. Okay. And then the banner's going to be on equal. This is a button. That's a button. And that's a banner. And then there's going to be frog light. Yeah, see, I like that. And then there's going to be frog lights inside of this as well. Over here, I want to say it was, yeah, it's this one. Just to give it something different, plus it lights up a little area around here. So on the second, oh, I did not put a stair there. I just noticed one of the stairs was missing. So I need a stair. There was not a stair here. Yep, because right above this stair is where the frog light's going with the trap door. Okay, so as you can see on the back side, I've got the same thing done. Now, right here on this thing, I want to do this cool looking thing because we're gonna add in grindstone and chains. And I'm gonna show you what that's gonna do, because this is the entrance to the castle. So I wanted to make it look like this is the chains that pull the door up, because now we're going to take the scaffolding. Why am I doing it right there? That's not going to help me. And put it, and we're going to go up here and add a bunch of these warped fences. And we're just going to start filling out this. And we're going to come down, and it's going to look like one of those cool wooden doors with like the grates in it. All right, so here we go. See, it looks like the gate is in the middle of coming down when you put the fences like that. And then two, I added in this little pathway. Now these andesite blocks are just the border. They'll probably, some of them will get knocked out as we open up a path this way, and probably knocked out as we go into the castle here. And see, I put these composters down here, so it looks like the pulley system goes through it and cycles back around and everything. So this is the entrance to the castle. This is the first part of the castle. I really, really, really liked how this turned out. Like I said, this is my design. I've thought of this myself and built this in creative, and now I have built it here in my world here. So this isn't the end of the episode. I think for the next part of the episode, because I've been creating a lot and I really don't want to like do another farm or really build nothing else. I'm really focused on getting this castle done. And so I think for the next part of the episode is I'm going to go around and just kind of show off some of the farms that I've been building in this series and kind of show you how well they've been producing, because I've showed you the farms being built in those episodes, but I haven't really showed off the production side of them. And plus, I think it'll be like a cool little trip down memory lane a little bit to kind of end out this episode for the, trip down memory lane of the series so far and all the farms that I've built. So let me put away all that mess of a shulker box over there, and then we'll go do that. I'll take you on a tour around a bunch of the farms that I've built and talk about the production of them. Okay, so the first farm that I want to show you is actually underneath the base here. It's the Villager Trading Hall. It's the pumpkin and melon. Look at all these pumpkins. This thing has been... That's why the redstone's in here. I had to remove the redstone. This thing was getting full because I really don't trade with the villagers all that much. And see, look at the melon. I left the melon one on because there wasn't that much melons in here. But, I mean, it's starting to crowd up too. And, I mean, like I said, I don't trade with these guys as much. I only really built this to get my gear maxed out. So on to the next one. Now down here underneath the ancient creeper statue is a couple of farms. The good old iron farm, still ticking away. It's got a full row up here, but that ain't as it's taking out an iron golem. That ain't all of it. I mean, pretty much this shulker box stays full of blocks almost all the time, and every hopper for every farm you've ever seen has all come from that iron farm. There's a whole lot more production than just the shulker and then what little bits in there. Like, I've used a ton of that iron and I still have a ton of iron left. Now the sugarcane farm, it's pumping out. It's filled up this whole chest and then some, and plus I've made a ton of rockets. This bamboo chest fills up so fast. I'll show you the bamboo in the storage back in the base, but also every chest, anything that involves sticks has all come from that. And so it's produced a whole lot more than what's in that chest as well. And then in here is the bees, as you can hear them going off. Look at all this honey bottles, plus all of these honey bottles and the blocks of honey I made. Look at all the honeycomb, and then look at all this honeycomb. I can wax as much copper as I want for like the rest of this series, or I could use honey blocks for scaffolding blocks if I wanted to. I mean, this thing ticks away so much. The next couple farms is underneath the greenhouse here. Still love this greenhouse. Love the vibes of it. And then down here is this moth farm that I've only had to turn on once because it produces so much moss that I really haven't had to use it all that much. And then back here, the too tall flower thing, still got a ton of these. And then this one, I don't think I showed it off camera. I've mined out this room, and this is just one ginormous cactus farm that has been ticking away, and it's just recently built. The first one we're gonna go check on is this frog light farm. I mean, I've had to use this like one time and AFK'd at it, and I got a good bit of frog lights. I mean, this thing ticked. I mean, just look, I could sit here and probably for like an hour and have every one of these chests probably slam full with magma cream and frog light. This farm works tremendous. Now the other one is right over here. Now this isn't going to have a bunch of stock in it because I've been AFKing at this thing for a long time in between episodes and stuff, but I've been using a lot of this gold as well. Like, I don't need it as much. And there is one big flaw of this. All this huge redstone that you see out here that's powering these auto crafters, you really don't need this much. I know I found a simpler design, but I mean, you can see some of the gold in here that I haven't used, but I've been using a ton of it for the piglin bartering farm. This thing is elite. If you have time and patience to build this, look up the video by Kelp MC. It's Logical Geek Boy's design. This thing is flawless. It's aggravating getting the 24 piglins up there with the carved pumpkins on their head. But look at this. All that blackstone I used in that build didn't even scratch the blackstone that I got. All this gravel, all this stuff is just like so great. Like obsidian, look at that. Crying obsidian. I could build out a crying obsidian, which I'm probably going to in some parts of the interior of the castle. Here we are at the swamp with the witch farm, and this thing also, like, if you are low on redstone, build this. This thing will pump out redstone. I've used a ton of it from here. It does gunpowder too, but it really isn't. All the other drops are just kind of plain drops. Like, you don't really get a lot. Sticks, I mean, it is, but you get a good bit of sticks and a ton of redstone AFKing at this thing. and I loved building this. I will always make a witch farm in all my worlds from now on. You don't have to go mining for redstone. It's really simple to build. You just AFK up there at the platform. Tons of stuff. Here, I will be ending the episode now. I have finally started on building the castle that I am really, really happy about as we move from the starter base behind me. Over the next course of the episodes, we will be building more and more onto the exterior of the castle, and then eventually that will translate into building the interior for a few episodes. And coming up down the road in some of these episodes, down in the basement of the castle, I want to build a auto storage system, so that is coming in my future because I've getting too cluttered with all of my storage. But anyway, that is the end of the episode. My name is Haimuno. See you guys next time. Goodbye.